Bassirou Faye, a left-wing pan-Africanist, has been sworn in as Senegal's youngest president. The 44-year-old has never before held an elected office. Several African leaders, including President Bola Tinubu, attended the ceremony in the new town of Diamniadio, near the capital, Dakar. We have more in this report.
It's a new dawn in Senegal as Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu joined other world leaders to attend the inauguration of President Bassirou Faye, who has just taken up the country's leadership from former President Macky Sall.
Le président du Nigeria, le président Tinubu.
Senegal's fifth president was sworn in a ceremony attended by foreign heads of states and governments. Mr. Faye won more than 54% of votes in the 24th of March presidential election and was confirmed on the 30th of March by the Supreme Court as the country's next president. Among many obligations, President Faye is expected to put the Senegalese economy in order. President Bola Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, was accompanied on the trip by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Toga, and other senior government officials. He is expected back to the country anytime soon.
A journalist and geopolitical analyst, Amadou Gay, joins me on the news at 10 for more perspectives. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. Well, the 44-year-old Amadou Gay is the youngest president. Have I just mentioned your name? You know, President Faye is the youngest president in the history of Senegal, and he claimed victory just few days after his release from prison. How is Senegalese reacting to President Faye's emergence?
So I think it is something very historical in Senegal, because it is the first time that we have a younger president, 44 years old, and it is the first time that we have a member of the opposition winning election in first term. And it's something outstanding, and it is a sense of story, a sense of change, because people want change and they massively vote for him. 40% in the electorate. It is something outstanding, and people today are very happy.
Mr. Gay, if I may have your attention for a moment, if you could just sit back a bit so that your frame, you know, is really good on TV. If you could just relax a bit so your frame is perfect.
Yes, I can keep on.
You may continue, but then you're yet to do that. I would like you to sit more comfortably, like just relax a bit.
Okay, okay.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay, yes. And as Senegalese, we are very proud. We are very happy to belonging to a republic states as Senegal, where transition happened peacefully, and it was not something obvious regarding the different tension that we have seen before the election. Many people were killed, many people were injured, and many people also were arrested, and it was not really obvious that we have a peaceful election. And thanks to the maturity of Senegalese, and thanks to Allah, we have a peaceful changeover.
And President Faye actually made a number of promises during the campaigns, and included restoring national sovereignty over key assets such as the oil, gas, and fishing sectors, as well as replacing the country's currency, CFA franc. How easy do you think this will be, considering that he does not have a majority in the National Assembly?
Well, I think it won't be easy, and it won't be easy, but in September, we can have new election, we can have new parliamentary election, and in that fact, things can change, and PASTEF could be a majority in the parliamentary. But changing the money, I think the currency, we have to be very cautious, because Bassirou Faye and his collaborators declared that in case that we will have same currency, meaning ECO, in 2027, they will not change the money. But if in 2027, there is not a new currency in ECOWAS. They will have their own their own currency, and many economic experts declare that as we will exploit gas and oil, it is better for Senegal to have its own currency. But as regarded as challenges, it won't be easy because today there is a very high rate of unemployment in Senegal, 20%, and most of the young people are affected by unemployment, and it is one of the most challenge for Bassirou Faye. And other thing also is the corruption. The bribery is gaining ground in different sectors, in the hospital, in city halls, in police districts, and I think it won't be one of the major concerns in order to tackle this issue. Other challenge also is the fight against poverty, education, justice. Today, when he pronounced the word justice, everybody was clapping because we see that the judiciary is not fair, and people want to have change in a judiciary system. And one of the main tasks is the living costs in Senegal, which is very expensive. Today, Dakar is one of the most expensive city in Africa, and I think he should tackle all this issue.
Well, you have mentioned a number of assignments, but what do you consider the biggest task for President Faye?
The biggest task is, first of all, a reconciliation of the nation, because the nation was divided in the pre-electoral context. There were many tensions between different Senegalese. The other fact, I have already mentioned it, is the young people. Today, 35% of the population in Senegal are less than 35 years old. And it is a demand, it is a social demand to find job for these young people and to stop the illegal immigration where many people die every single year.
And we know President Faye is optimistic about bringing Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic back into ECOWAS. Do you see him succeed at this?
It won't be easy, but I think he has a very good ties with this country, with Burkina, Mali, Niger. Even the Malian president was invited. And I think also he has good ties with Burkina Faso. I think he will try to negotiate and to bring back them to ECOWAS, because at this moment, every country cannot go solely. We need to exchange, we need to talk together, we need to exchange information, because we have the same threat as terrorism. And I think in that fact, this country need to come back inside ECOWAS in order to have the same challenges.
And geopolitical analyst Amadou Gueye, thank you very much for joining us on TVC News at 10, and congratulations on the emergence of a new president in your country.
Thank you for having me.